All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the first call of 2024, which is Governance Call 24. So today we are going to kick it off with a governance update as usual, and you can see the agenda behind my right ear here. And that's the topics that we would like to cover. If there's time and there's anything else, we can go through that as well. So let's take a look at the governance update since our last call. In the last call, we talked about the Tin Lake proposal, the Tin Lake rewards proposal to transfer the remaining funds in the wallet back to the Treasury, and that proposal has passed. So that means that Tin Lake investors have until the 29th of January, so 12 more days, to claim the rewards. Otherwise, they will be transferred to the Treasury. Then we have 4 ongoing proposals right now in the DAO. They're all in the request for comment stage. There is one proposal to update our block rewards, and very shortly, that means that the block reward is minting 3% every year into the Treasury, but they take 3% of a fixed amount rather than the total supply. So we would like to change that so that 3% is minted from the actual total supply. And then there is the migration to OpenGov proposal that we already have talked about a little bit in our previous governance call. That proposal is live now. And the same goes for Altair. It's also live on Altair at the same time. Then there are 2 proposals that were made recently, yesterday and today, and that is a proposal to update the protocol fees. I'm not going to go too deep into that because it's on the agenda. Ivan will talk us through that. And then there is another proposal for what to do with unclaimed Polkadot rewards, so the CFG rewards from the crowd loan. So this is also on the agenda. So that's what we want to go through today, some of these topics. But first, I will kick it over to Christy to talk about some of the upcoming events, because 2023 was full of events that Centrifuge both participated in and hosted. So if you are ready, Christy, could you tell us a little bit about what we can expect to see in 2024 or the near future?
Yes. Can I share my screen, please? Orhan?
Yes, you can. You should be able to do that. Yeah, there you go.
There we go. So we've been busy planning our event strategy for 2024, and our strategy is in line with our revised team theme following the Morocco offsite, and also in line with just key company objectives for this year. So the big points we've woven into our strategy are going to be speaking at key DeFi events, investing more into Asia and the Middle East, which is super exciting, leaning into hosting, co-hosting our own events. And this can either be just Centrifuge standalone or in partnership with partners in the space. And then also expanding our RWA Summit globally. So we have confirmed our European event, which is going to be in Brussels during ETHCC. We have confirmed our New York event, and we've actually turned that into a 2-day event, which is going to be happening in October of this year. And then we're also currently in conversations about potentially doing a summit in Singapore around either Token 2049 or Singapore FinTech Festival. And then, so here's just the list of events that we've confirmed so far for this year. So coming up in Q1, we have ETH Denver. We're going to be sponsoring the Unstable Summit, and we're also hosting an exec dinner with Flow Carbon. And we'll also be at Digital Asset Summit. And then obviously there's just like the list of all the other events happening this year. Us from the team are just, if you're going to any of these events or if you're going to be in the area, please do Slack me, message me, and we'll try and meet up and work together. And also, if you have any partners that you think would be a good prospect for co-hosting a side event, we're also very interested to hear more, especially in the new regions that we're expanding into. So the Middle East and Asia, we're really looking for partners where we can work with local partners to bring these events to life. That's all from me.
Thank you, Christy, very much for letting us know. It looks like there are quite a few big events ahead of us. So yeah, hopefully we will see some of you guys there as well. Are there any questions? All right, then we can move on to the next point on the agenda, which is Ivan. Ivan, did you want to start with the protocol fees first?
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Can I share my screen?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So the proposal that was posted yesterday on the forum is aiming to update already existing CP28 Centrifuge protocols fee. Centrifuge protocol fee was approved by Centrifuge around 1 year ago and set initial fee of 40 basic points per year for all types of pools. Here with CP63, we introduced different pool types, which open pools, closed pools, portfolio pools, and also different asset types. So this proposal is aiming to introduce different pools fee for different pool types. As you can see on the screen, introducing private credit security fees in closed pools of 50 basic points and public security equities fee 2 basic points. Open pools have different fees. They remain 40 basic points for private credit and public security and equities fee 7.5 basic points. For portfolio prime pools fee, depending on the assets, the size of the asset. If the asset is under 50 million, so that will be 35 basic points per asset per year on asset, and 20 basic points between 50 and 100 million, and 100 basic points above $100 million. And this is how the how the fees will change. So the proposal was posted yesterday, so we have a minimum 7 days of discussion. If anyone have any question or suggestion, feel free to suggest them on the forum or now.
Thank you, Ivan. While this one is open, are there any questions to this proposal for the fees for the different pool types? All right. What's the governance process for this one going forward, Ivan? Then after the 7 days of discussion.
Yeah, the governance process will be minimum 7 days of discussion, or maybe even more. And after the end of the discussion, governance and coordination group will submit the open square snapshot voting, always 7 or 14 days minimum. And if the DAO will approve this proposal, so the proposal will be approved and pass on the next stage.
All right. Thank you. So if there are no questions regarding the protocol fees, then we can move on to the other proposal for unclaimed crowd loan reward. So Ivan, again, throwing it back to you. Can you explain what is that about that proposal?
Yeah, I just posted the link in chat for who would like to read this. The proposal is aiming to discontinue Polkadot crowd loan rewards because the leasing period was ended yesterday, and this proposal is aimed to allocate better efforts and focus of the team and engineers for the future development and implementing on new features, because during these 2 years of claiming, Centrifuge upgraded the chain several times, and during this upgrade, we faced some bugs regarding the claim rewards. So after 2 years, I think we've already passed a reasonable time for claiming.
So thank you, Ivan. So what do you guys think about this proposal to stop the claiming of the CFG rewards from the crowd loan that happened 2 years ago? So because what it means is that they're simply not going to be minted if this proposal passes, those tokens, because every time the users claim, the tokens are minted on chain. So what is your guys' experience from other projects, or is this something that is reasonable, or is it a bad idea? What do you guys think?
I mean, I think there's been a lot of broadcasting of this happening. Like, this is the antithesis of what happened with Picasso. I'm just going to say that, right? And so there's been a lot of communication that has gone out to token holders to come claim these CFG tokens. You know, there's been ample opportunities. I think one of the things that I love about the Centrifuge team is it's easily one of the most communicative teams, and especially doing things in multiple channels. Like, I joked with Yvonne the other day that, oh my gosh, I just saw the collator announcement in Discord, even though I had already answered on Slack and it was days later, just, you know, because you guys are so good at making sure that it's posted in many places. So I think that we've given a lot of these token holders plenty of time, plenty of advance notice. I really don't have any issue with it. And because of, again, being just so forthright with everybody about this process potentially happening. So I don't really see an issue with it.
Thanks for the input, Ryan. Appreciate that. Any other thoughts?
Yeah, just maybe one additional comment is that if this proposal will go forward, so we will give reasonable time for claiming, so maybe 30 days or maybe more. So crowdloan investors still will be able to claim their rewards until the end of this period. So this does not mean that tomorrow we stop giving these rewards yet. And the action plan is, if this proposal will be accepted, we will go forward for open square snapshot voting. If open square snapshot vote will pass, we will wait a claiming period, 13 days for now. And after this period, the claiming will be discontinued.
So yeah, the users will be given a notice that this is going to happen. So it has to pass the open square snapshot first, and once that happens, there are 30 days from that day to claim the rewards, otherwise they will be disabled. So I personally believe it's a fair notice as well. Firstly, it's been 2 years since the rewards were made available, and still another additional notice on top of that, and announcing it across the channels. I think that should be a fair notice. But yeah. So yeah, this proposal is also live on the forum now. Was just posted today, so it will be in the request for comment stage for at least 7 more days, and then after that it will proceed in the process. Okay. So if there's no other comments or questions. All right. Then my right ear tells me that there is one more thing on the agenda here, which is the monthly summary from the Centrifuge credit group. So if we have Harvey with us here now. Harvey, are you with us? Anybody seen Harvey? Harvey, if you're here, let us know. Okay, doesn't seem like Harvey is here. Maybe he will join later. But this is actually all there was on the agenda for today. Is there anyone else who has anything they want to bring up that is governance call related, governance call material?
Yeah, just a quick question, Orhan. Because I saw the one about the transition to OpenGov. Are we just going to discuss that next month because the discussion just went up? Because I can put my comments there.
Oh, it's not on the agenda. I mean, if you have anything you want to share, you can do that now. But otherwise, yeah, in the post on the forum, because that's the official proposal that is live now.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then maybe next month it'll be on the agenda and we'll discuss it. I'll just put
Yeah,
my
it will
comments.
definitely go on the agenda one more time before the vote actually goes live. So appreciate that. Yeah, Ryan, please do comment on it on the forum if you have anything. With pleasure. All right. Nobody else has anything else they want to bring up and talk about?
I'll be at ETH Denver. I know Baji already saw it and some others, but Christy asked if anybody's gonna be at the event. So I will definitely be at ETH Denver and I'm gonna have my Zine with me and seeking autographs like some of you guys are famous. So just don't be surprised if I come up to you wanting me to sign the thing.
I would have loved to be in Denver to see you as well, Ryan. Unfortunately, that's a long travel to me, but I hope you guys will have a great time there, all of you, and yeah, enjoy. All right, I think I noticed that Harvey actually got in here. So Harvey, are you with us now, sir? No, was I mistaken?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, you're there. Okay, now we can hear you. I don't know, you were probably muted. Hey, Harvey. So
Hey, guys.
perfect timing. You're on the agenda for the monthly summary from the credit group. So if you are ready, take it away, please.
Sure. I just actually put a post up today. If anyone who is interested hasn't read it, feel free to go into the forum. So there are, I think, a couple of things to mention here, right? So, for the credit group, there's been a lot of work going on in the last month of the last year, as well as continue going on right now. And the main things for the December update were the publication of the New Silver, I think pool 3, the pool review by Fan from the group, and you can also find that in the forum. And the other two things were, I think, worth mentioning is that there was a Arbitrum Treasury research report that we put out for them in terms of helping them understanding the framework as well as the process it would take for them to go through the allocation of their treasury portfolio. When I say treasury portfolio, I mean their own token treasury instead of a US treasury. And it highlighted I think, three major asset classes: treasuries, agency mortgage-backed securities, as well as investment grade AAA, sort of like credit, US credit. And I think there was another thing that I don't know if people here know this already, but every 2 weeks or so, we're gonna have a new sort of like a post series, and that's called asset class primer. So basically, for people who are thinking about allocating to Centrifuge different products, they can use us as a resource in terms of understanding the asset class, in terms of thinking about the risks, and figure out a way of comparing different sort of like asset class across the risk curve as well as the returns. So I think these publications are some of the more visible type of output that the credit group has done. And this will be continuing going forward in the future. And there's also been a lot of behind the scenes type of work that we've been doing with issuers as well as potential asset allocators. As you guys probably can imagine, given how nascent and new this space is, there's a lot of educational process to be had. and in terms of getting people comfortable with the things that they haven't done before in terms of setting up framework for the process, in terms of allocating towards assets, real world assets. So yeah, it's been a very sort of like a fruitful last month of the year. And stay tuned. There'll be more of these.
Thanks, Harvey, for presenting that. Any questions to Harvey or the credit group?
The report looked really good.
That was
Thank
really
you,
fun.
sir.
All right. If there is nothing else, I think this will be it for this month's call. There is no need to just stay here. As much as I enjoy the company of all of you guys, then we can probably get something better to do. So I'm just gonna call it and say thank you for coming, everyone, and we'll see you all in next month's call.
Thanks, gang. Enjoy the
Take
rest of your
care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Take care.